a pretty exciting time right now for Chuck Wagon fans. You got the Calgary Stampede, you got Colonial Days, Chuck Wagon's kicking off tonight. We will start in Calgary though. Moses got a little bit more on how Day 5 went.
It did not disappoint, Nairman. The Rangeland Derby was fantastic. Clear skies, a capacity crowd on hand to see Chance Vegan. The rookie is building another stellar day, but it was a former CPCA driver, and Gary Gorst, he was the man to beat, and we have Les McIntyre with the call.
There's the horn and the charge is underway. It's a quick one for Chad Hardin. Croate Enterprises on one, and a quick one for Gary Gorst. Purelator 8 from the outside. Look at him fly. Another guy comes off that four-barrel, Gary Gorst. And now Troy Dorchester, Rebuild Homes, coming alongside his old former nemesis, Chad Hardin. But here comes Gary Gorst. Purelator southbound and down. They're not going to catch the uncatchable Gary Gorst tonight. Purelator will take this one at the wire by 2.5 lengths.
And there you have it. Gorst posting a course record time of 1:10.55. He was your day money winner, and that put Gorst in 7th in the cumulative standings. We'll go to that right now. Jason Glass still remains on top. He sits with a total run of 6:14.80, just ahead of Rick Fraser. Chance Vegan vaults to 3rd after Day 5 with a total time of 6:17.02. Jerry Bremner and Reggie Johnstone are 4th and 5th respectively. Jamie Labicane's outfit, driven by Doug Irvine, is still sitting in 8th in the final qualifying spot for semifinal Saturday. He has a time of 6:17.87, just 50/100ths of a second ahead of 9th place. Going to the Ball Diamond, with a week left in the NSRBL regular season, the Lloydminster Twins have a busy road ahead of them. With a handful of games remaining, the 4-time defending champions know the focus is to get on teams early, and their pitchers go the distance. To the highlights. Top of the first, juniors at bat. Grounder to the infield. Scott Willis, he'll be safe at first. Landon Noyes trots home. Juniors are on the board. They'll add to their lead in the same inning. Cole Kostowski with a shallow pop-up to left. It drops. The other Kostowski, Brett, will run home. Juniors now double their lead. It's 2-0. Twins looking for some offense. Try Winterholt at the plate, but no dice as he flies out to left. Twins do get on the board. A wild pitch will cash in. Quentin Steinley. Juniors lead up all of a sudden, cut to 1. Next pitch, Twins taking the lead. They hit to center. Winterholt will score. Twins now lead 3-2 after 1 inning. Pitcher Matt Laurie getting in on the fun as he K's Noise. Next play. Now you can't fault anybody here. A great handoff or a little bobble, but Laurie helping out his first baseman. The pretty plays continue. Twins with the 1-4-3 double play. In the 6th, the Twins offense explodes with 6 runs. 10-2 is the final, and they extend their winning streak to 7 games, sitting in 1st in the league.
The biggest thing is trying to make our pitchers go the full game, use our guys well. Just, in 4 or 5 games in a week, we got to spread out the pitching as much as we can. So it was nice that I could go 7, and then hopefully tomorrow night the guys can go 7, and hopefully I'll be able to pitch again next week.
Other games around the league last night, the Midwest Expos clinch a playoff berth with the win 5-1 over Mervyn. The Flyers looking to forget this season as they sit at 2-10. Meanwhile, the Meadow Lake Sox are 1 win away from clinching a playoff berth after thumping St. Walburg 10-0. The Wilkie Brewers doubled up on North Battleford by a score of 8-4. So we'll go to the games tonight. The Meadow Lake Sox make a trip to the border cities. They take on the Midwest Expos at Legion Ballpark at 6:30. Elsewhere, the Twins are on the road against Unity, and Mervyn hosts North Battleford. That's your first look at sports. Gerard has your weather coming up. With all the attention on the Calgary Stampede, that hasn't stopped drivers who didn't make the GMC Rangeland Derby from coming to the border city for 3 days of racing. 24 drivers, including 3 outfits from the WPCA, will make their trip to Lloydminster, giving the crowd a chance to see some as the CPCA and WPCA go head-to-head.
We're going to come head-to-head. I tried to mix them up so that we have an interesting mix of people and interesting heats. I try to match them up as best as I can.
Dallas Dick, who currently sits in 14th in the driver standings, is using this week to try out different outfits, giving some of his main horses some needed rest.
on the right lead tonight, see how he goes. Give my good one some time off, and then we'll see how it goes from there. See if we can build another solid outfit, another good outfit like my other one, and we'll see how it goes. So.
Now, although the top drivers are at the Calgary Stampede, White says you can expect a great week of racing.
Take, for instance, Roger Moore. He just won Ponoka, and yet he's here at Colonial Days. Chris Molly, who's been, and Todd Baptiste, two very competitive drivers in the CPCA. They're climbing up the ranks fast. Dallas is knocking on the door. So we have some really good drivers here. They just the cutoff last year for Calgary.
Day one of racing is set to go tonight at 6 o'clock.